guys, we finally have our VidCon video ready. I know, it's only like a million years after when everyone else put up theirs, but here it is. So I started going through my footage and I realized that it was completely a mess, and so I decided I'm gonna kind of talk to you guys about what happened and what we did and just kind of show you little clips because I'm a terrible vlogger on location. Like seriously, the footage is everywhere. It's random. It's like 10 seconds long. It's 10 minutes long. It's completely useless. So here we go, Hide the Mushrooms at VidCon. The first people I saw was Charles Trippy and Ali Speed, and I'm a huge fan of their vlogs. I watch almost all of them, so immediately I hop into line. And it was kind of funny because we ran into someone else really cool while we were in line. Okay, so we're in line to meet Charles Trippy, and there he is. Oh. Hi, Caleb. Hi.
How are you?
Yeah. I met you on your book site. Oh,
I'm just standing in the background of your video. Hi.
Yeah.
I'm vlogging and I didn't even know I was in your video.
I was just like, oh hey, we're meeting Charles Trippy. I looked in the thing and I'm like,
I look tired already.
The best part about that moment was I genuinely didn't realize Caleb was behind me until I turned on my camera and I'm like, oh hey guys, what's up? And then I saw in like the little viewfinder, like the little side screen, that I'm like, is that Caleb behind me? And sure enough it was. One of the highlights for me about VidCon was the Nerd Fighter gathering. It was so awesome. Hank and John were just so funny and they just kind of sat up there and kind of did a Q&A, and that was really great because it really kind of felt like we got to talk to them and hang out with them. Probably the highlight for me of the Nerd Fighter gathering was when someone asked Hank and John what their favorite thing Nerdfighteria has ever done.
What's the coolest thing that Nerdfighteria has ever done? Great question.
One time at Nerdfighter's mom made me fried ravioli. That's probably not the coolest thing though.
Like as a community that we've done, you're gonna rank that Nerdfighter's mom's ravioli over pond sand filters in rural Bangladesh, over
I was really
the
hungry.
SS DFTBA flying to Haiti.
You know when you're really hungry?
And all you can think about is food.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah, fried ravioli. Does sound good.
And Hank, I don't blame you. I'm kind of hungry too, so fried ravioli does sound really good. Okay, and then also a funny little story was when we were on our way back from lunch from the mall that was kind of across the street, we ran into Mitchell Davis. And at first we didn't recognize him, but my sister was kind of like, who's the dude with the huge gauges? And we were just walking by and like Mitchell Davis was all like, hey, what's up, to my sister? And she didn't even realize, we didn't realize who it was until after we had passed him, like, I think that was Mitchell Davis. And she's like, you're right. And actually it was funny, the next day, we went up to get a picture with him, and he like started doing this whole funny thing with my sister, like pretending like they were pinning corsages on each other. It was so funny. Here's Julie pinning the corsage on Mitchell. And here's Mitchell putting the corsage on Julie. Mitchell Davis was such a nice guy, and he just really kind of was hanging out with people and just so nice. It was really cool. Person I was really excited to meet at this convention was Charlie Is So Cool. Like, I love Charlie. He is so funny. I love his videos. And I have to say, for a guy who's completely like one of the shyest people you'll probably ever meet, he was actually very cool about the whole thing. Everywhere he went, he was like literally mobbed by people who were trying to come up and like get their picture and stuff with him. And for someone who was clearly uncomfortable with the situation, I thought, you know, he was extremely nice and everything. And Charlie, sorry for the traumatizing flocks of girls that me and Julie and I were a part of. We're sorry. And then Charlie gave a panel later, and I'm sure you've probably already seen the clips. We had a video up of it on our channel where Charlie took his pants off. That was probably the most hilarious moment at VidCon. Some other cool people we got to meet there were Rhett and Link, but they got up up there, and in like 10 minutes they wrote this amazing song about a zebra who was going to save healthcare by driving a Winnebago, and it was so funny, and they like just completely made it up on the spot. And here's a little clip of that. There's also another really funny moment with Rhett and Link that we saw. The next day we were waiting to get a picture with them, and all of a sudden Christina Horner walks up in this giant tongue costume. VidCon was sponsored by Aura Brush, and so they had this giant tongue running around the convention. It was like this giant tongue costume that someone like put over their head, and Christina Horner from All Caps was like, "Oh, I know. I'm just gonna take this tongue costume, put it on, and go run it over to Rhett and Link." And it was so funny. Like, here's some footage of that. But overall, Julie and I just had a great time at VidCon. We, got to hang out with so many really cool YouTubers, and it was honestly a great experience. Vlogbrothers, I really hope you guys do it next year, because VidCon 2011, we will be there.